The future of Hollywood is shifting, and you won't believe which franchises are coming back bigger, scarier, and wilder than ever. From superhero showdowns to action-packed sequels to shocking horror revivals, 2026 to 2028 is shaping up to be a cinematic roller coaster. We're breaking down the hottest updates in movies and entertainment, from Marvel's biggest returns to your favorite action heroes and horror legends. Whether it's Ryan Reynolds suiting up again as Deadpool, Henry Cavill wielding a sword in Highlander, or James Wan reviving Saw, the buzz is real. Get ready for an insider's look at the films that will dominate theaters, streaming, and headlines for years to come. In a notable update for horror fans, Searchlight Pictures has officially moved the theatrical release of Ready or Not 2 Here I Come 1 week earlier, shifting from March 27, 2026 to March 20th, 2026. The change was confirmed in recent industry reporting and reflects strategic scheduling for this high-profile genre sequel. Directed by the acclaimed team Radio Silence, Matt Benatelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, the film brings back Samara Weaving as Grace McCauley and a fresh nightmare of survival, this time alongside her sister Catherine Newton. The franchise, a blend of intense horror and dark comedy, has cultivated a devoted following since the original Ready or Not premiered in 2019. Industry insiders suggest the 1 week advance may help the sequel avoid a direct box office clash with other late March horror titles, potentially giving it stronger room to breathe in the crowded spring calendar. The earlier date also aligns closely with the SXSW Festival premiere, scheduled mid-March in Austin, Texas. With its R rating for strong violence and gore confirmed, Ready or Not 2 Here I Come is positioning itself as one of 2026's most eagerly awaited horror comedy releases, and now fans get to experience the chaos a week sooner than expected. Robert Eggers' long-awaited horror epic, Werwulf, has officially completed principal photography, marking a major production milestone. The period thriller wrapped filming this month in the United Kingdom, concluding what sources describe as an intense and meticulously crafted shoot that leaned into the directors committed to historical authenticity and atmospheric storytelling. Set in the 13th century England, Werwulf follows a mysterious creature stalking villagers through fog-shrouded landscapes, blending folklore horror with Eggers' signature visual style. The project reunites Eggers with several collaborators from his previous film Nosferatu 2024, including Aaron Tyler Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, William Dafoe, and Ralph Ineson, alongside rising talent Bodhi Ray Braithwaite in a central role. Produced by Focus Features in partnership with Working Title Films and Maiden Voyage Pictures, Werwulf has been positioned as one of the most anticipated horror releases of 2026. While plot details remain tightly under wraps, early reports suggest the film will delve deeply into medieval superstition and psychological dread, with Eggers' meticulous approach to period detail infusing the narrative with eerie authenticity. With filming complete, the production now shifts into post-production, where editing, sound design, and visual effects will shape the final cut ahead of planned late 2026 release. Fans of Eggers' work can expect more updates on trailers, story insights, and promotional reveals in the months ahead. Marvel Studios is quietly planning the next era of Black Panther as part of its expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe slate, and industry buzz has sparked fresh casting speculation. According to insider reports from Daniel RPK, Marvel has reportedly met with Aaron Pierre as a possible candidate to take up the mantle of the new Black Panther ahead of the forthcoming Avengers Secret Wars and Black Panther 3 projects. Pierre, known for roles in Lanterns and the Underground Railroad, was mentioned among a handful of actors the studio is said to be considering for the iconic superhero role, though Marvel has not officially confirmed any casting decisions. It remains unclear whether these discussions represent early exploratory talks or a formal offer. This casting chatter comes as Black Panther 3 is actively in development, with director Ryan Coogler returning to helm the sequel following a pause after the 2022 film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The franchise continues to evolve after the passing of Chadwick Boseman, who originated the role of T'Challa. Industry insiders emphasize that nothing is finalized and Marvel has not publicly announced a new Black Panther lead. Fans should take the PR casting as rumor until the studio officially reveals more details. Marvel Studios may be quietly moving forward with the next chapter in Deadpool's story. According to a new report from Puck highlighted by Screen Rant, Ryan Reynolds is wisely focused on what's being called Deadpool 4, signaling that a fourth solo Deadpool movie could be on the way. Reynolds' Wade Wilson became one of MCU's standout characters after Deadpool and Wolverine smashed box office records, becoming the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, with a global haul of around $1.3 billion. That success makes continuing the franchise a sensible move for Marvel and Disney, even though details about a story or release timing haven't been announced. So far, Marvel hasn't officially confirmed Deadpool 4, and Reynolds was not listed amongst the cast for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday. In past interviews, Reynolds said he would love to return, but also shared that he needed a break after the intense work on Deadpool and Wolverine and wanted more time with his family. Reynolds also hinted that future Deadpool projects could take new shapes, possibly with Wade playing a supporting role rather than leading the story, and that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine could be involved again. For now, Deadpool 4 remains in early stages with no official announcement from Marvel or Reynolds, but the latest industry buzz suggests the anti-hero isn't going away anytime soon. Filming has officially taken flight for the highly anticipated live-action How to Train Your Dragon 2, following the success of the first live-action installment in 2025, which grossed $636.6 million worldwide and earned a 97% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Fans are eager to see the continuation of Hiccup and Toothless's adventures. Director and writer Sean DeBlos shared a behind-the-scenes image on the first day of principal photography, smiling and introducing the film's new red logo. The caption read, "Back in the saddle, day one of principal photography on HTTY D2. The adventure begins," marking the start of production for the sequel. Returning cast members include Mason Thames as Hiccup, Nico Parker as Astrid, Gerard Butler as Stoic, Nick Frost as Gobber, Julian Dennison as Fishlegs, Bronwyn James as Roughnut, Gabriel Hallwell as Snoutlout, and Harry Tvaldwin as Toughnut. Kate Blanchett joins live action as Hiccup's mother, Valka, reprising her role from the animated films. A new villain, Drago, will be portrayed by Olfar Dari Olfsson, while a new key character, Erit, has been teased but not yet cast. The sequel is on track for a 2011-2027 theatrical release, adapting the story of the 2014 animated film. With the first live-action film praised as a thrilling summer blockbuster, expectations are high for a continuation that honors the original while delivering fresh adventure. Fans finally got their first glimpse of Henry Cavill as the legendary immortal swordsman in the long-awaited Highlander reboot. Cavill shared the official images on his personal Instagram, writing, "Happy first look for Highlander. This has been quite the journey for me, which I'll tell you all about when the time's right, but it's a special moment to be able to share this. I hope you enjoy #Highlander." The project has been in development since 2021, with Chad Stahelski, known for John Wick, directing, and Cavill starring as Connor McLeod. Production ramped up in early 2025 after several years of delays. The reboot promises to blend high-octane swordplay with modern cinematic visuals. Russell Crowe has joined as Ramirez, the mentor character originally played by Sean Connery, and confirmed he will portray him with a Spanish accent. Other returning and new cast members include Dave Bautista, Karen Gillan as Heather, Marissa Abela, Djimon Hounsou, Kevin McKidd, and WWE star Drew McIntyre. Bautista has been training intensively in sword fighting for this role. While Highlander does not yet have an official release date, Cavill's images mark a major milestone in the reboot's long journey and set fans buzzing about epic battles and fantasy story to come. Sydney Sweeney is celebrating a major box office milestone as her psychological thriller The Housemaid crosses the $300 million mark, making it the actress's highest-grossing film to date. Released in late 2025, the film quickly drew audiences worldwide with its suspenseful storytelling and Sweeney's standout performance. Directed by Gina Prince Blythewood, The Housemaid follows Sweeney's character as she navigates a web of deceit, power, and betrayal, combining high-stakes drama with intense emotional performances. Critics praise Sweeney's portrayal, highlighting her ability to bring depth and vulnerability to the role, helping the film resonate with both audiences and critics. The film's commercial success has been remarkable, especially for a suspense thriller, earning strong box office returns across North America, Europe, and Asia. The $300 million total positions The Housemaid not only as a personal career high for Sweeney, but also as one of the most profitable R-rated thrillers of the year. Sweeney, who has recently become one of Hollywood's most in-demand young actresses, expressed gratitude in interviews for the audience's support and for the opportunity to tackle a role that challenged her creatively. With The Housemaid's success, expectations are high for future projects, cementing her status as a leading talent in high-profile thrillers. Ana de Armas is set to take the lead in the upcoming psychological thriller Sweat, where she will portray a popular fitness influencer whose glamorous life begins to unravel in unexpected and terrifying ways. The project marks another high-profile role for de Armas, following her critically acclaimed performances in Blonde and No Time to Die. According to industry reports, Sweat will explore the dark side of social media fame, examining the pressures, obsessions, and hidden dangers behind the influencer lifestyle. De Armas' character is described as ambitious, charismatic, and highly disciplined, but the story hints at suspenseful twists that challenge both her personal and professional world. The film is being directed by acclaimed filmmaker Magnus von Horn, known for blending intense character-driven storytelling with psychological tension. Production is scheduled to begin soon, with shooting locations spanning multiple European cities. While plot specifics and additional casting details are being kept under wraps, early buzz suggests Sweat will combine thriller elements with social commentary, offering a gripping story about fame, obsession, and survival. With Ana de Armas attached, audiences can expect a compelling lead performance that anchors a high-stakes, visual-striking thriller. Sweat is positioned as one of the year's most anticipated psychological thrillers, promising both suspense and a sharp look at modern celebrity culture. The legendary Rambo saga is heading back to its roots as production officially begins on the John Rambo prequel in Bangkok, Thailand. The film, directed by Jalmari Highlander Sisu, explores the origins of the iconic character before Sylvester Stallone's First Blood in 1982. Lionsgate will handle distribution of the new installment. Noah Centineo stars as the young Rambo, bringing a fresh take on the Vietnam War veteran's early years. The ensemble cast also features Yao, Sinners, Jason Torben, 1,000 Blows, Quincy Isaiah, Winning Time, Jefferson White, Yellowstone, Tame Tamthiong, The White Lotus. The screenplay comes from Rory Haynes and Sohrab Nashviani, Black Adam, while production is backed by Millennium Media, Templeton Media, and Agbo, with executive producers including Anthony Russo, Joe Russo, and Dallas Sunyer. Highlander described the prequel as Rambo stripped down, raw and real, a survivalist story about endurance, persistence, and lost innocence, aiming to honor Stallone's legacy while introducing the character to a new generation. Lionsgate president Aaron Westerman praised Centineo's performance, calling it committed and powerful, and highlighting the film's promise of thrilling action. With filming underway, audiences can expect a gritty origin-focused take on John Rambo, combining intense action with deep character exploration. The high-octane Fast and Furious franchise is racing back with a new installment officially titled Fast Forever, scheduled for release in spring 2028. The announcement comes as fans eagerly await the continuation of the long-running saga that has become one of Hollywood's most successful action franchises. While details on the plot are being kept under wraps, sources confirm that the film will continue the story of Dominic Toretto and his team, blending the franchise's signature fast cars, daring heists, and globe-trotting action. The movie is expected to explore new character dynamics while building on high-stakes narrative threads from previous entries. Returning actors are rumored to include Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, and Ludacris, alongside potential new cast members, though official confirmations have not yet been released. Production is set to begin later this year, promising the same adrenaline-fueled stunts and cinematic spectacle that fans have come to expect. The spring 2028 release positions Fast Forever as one of the first major blockbuster events of the year, setting the stage for another thrilling chapter in the enduring franchise. Fans worldwide are already gearing up for the latest high-speed adventure. Fans of the detective franchise have reason to celebrate as Sherlock Holmes 3, starring Robert Downey Jr., is officially back in development. The announcement was confirmed by entertainment insider Daniel RPK, signaling the revival of one of the most popular modern takes on Arthur Conan Doyle's iconic sleuth. The film will continue the adventures of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson, following the cliffhanger and narrative threads left by Sherlock Holmes 2, 2011. While plot details remain tightly under wraps, the project promises to blend mystery, action, and period drama in the signature style established by director Guy Ritchie in the first two films. Downey Jr. is expected to reprise his role as Holmes, with Jude Law likely returning as Dr. Watson. The original films were praised for their mix of clever detective work, thrilling action sequences, and sharp character dynamics, and audiences can expect the same tone in the new installment. No official release date has been set yet, and production timelines are still being finalized. However, with the confirmation of development, fans could look forward to seeing Holmes and Watson back in action, solving intricate mysteries with wit, charm, and high-stakes adventure. The Mad Titan may be making a shocking comeback. Rumors suggest Josh Brolin will reprise his role as Thanos in the upcoming Avengers Secret Wars, set for December 17, 2027. Brolin first played the MCU's Thanos in 2014's Guardian of the Galaxy, taking over from Damien Poitier, and went on to star in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Although Thanos was snapped out of existence by Iron Man, Marvel has hinted at the multiverse holding multiple variants of the villain. Daniel Richtman reports that Brolin will return, possibly recreating the iconic comic moment from Jonathan Hickman and Esad Ribick's Secret Wars, where Doctor Doom, as God Emperor Doom, takes down the Mad Titan in dramatic fashion. Brolin himself has expressed interest in returning, telling fans he'd be ready to jump back into the role if the Russo brothers call. He has maintained close ties with both Joe and Anthony Russo, as well as Robert Downey Jr., keeping him well connected to the Marvel creative team. The Russo brothers are directing Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, with a screenplay by Stephen McFeely. Michael Waldron, Loki, Doctor Strange, and the Multiverse of Madness is also helping refine the story. Avengers Doomsday is scheduled for December 18, 2026, setting the stage for Thanos' rumored return in the highly anticipated 2027 event. The Saw franchise is getting a fresh start. After the cancellation of Saw 11, co-creator James Wan is set to bring a new installment to the iconic horror series. Wan, who hasn't helmed a Saw movie since Saw 3 in 2006, says the next project is designed with the original fans in mind. Wan explained in a recent interview that he wants to return to the roots of the series. One of the things I really want to do this next Saw is to make it scary again. He said, not just gory, but psychologically scarring, like what Lee Wannell and I did in the first movie. The original Saw 2004 introduced audiences to Jigsaw, aka John Kramer, Torben Bell, a villain who traps victims in life-threatening puzzles to test their appreciation for life rather than targeting those who are morally deserve punishment. Wan and Wannell aim to recapture this philosophy. He goes after people who don't appreciate their lives. If you're a scumbag but value your life, he doesn't see you as wasting it. We want to revisit that concept. While honoring the franchise's origins, Wan also plans to deliver something new for modern audiences. We need to do something different to reach a new generation that didn't grow up with it, he said. This upcoming movie would mark the 11th installment in the Saw universe, blending nostalgia with fresh ideas to keep the horror franchise relevant. Fans can expect a Saw that is both terrifying and thoughtful, returning to the series' psychological roots while offering surprises for a new audience. Which of these upcoming blockbusters are you most excited to see hit the big screen? Let us know in the comments below. Don't miss a single update. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're always first in line for movie news. See you in the next one.